Right, today we are here at the Idea Dimension with Deerbow. How's everyone doing?
Hello.
Great, thank you.
All good.
Great.
Yeah.
You've come in, you've played 3 songs for us. We're going to talk about those songs in a moment. Before we get into that, we've been talking about killing animals and hats and names for Serbian bands. But first of all, Deerbow, like, how did you come up with the name? Because that sounds like a death metal band to me.
Oh my gosh. Do you want to take this one?
I don't want to take this one, thank you.
I'll take this one. It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, we were 14. We didn't know Barney.
Yeah,
We still
I
don't.
joined the band a few months ago.
And we found some bows.
Cool.
Like they weren't like proper bows, obviously.
Yeah.
We're not medieval. But no, we found some bows and we decided let's go hunting. We weren't actually going to hunt anything. We were just going into the woods.
Shoot arrows.
And my good friend over there, Ben, he said to me, "Oh look, there's something over there. I'm going to just shoot in that direction."
Yeah.
And he'd gone off to go to the toilet, and he sends the arrow, and then we hear like a thunk, and like and it turns out it was him.
Yeah.
In the bushes.
Oh, no way.
Going to the toilet, hit him right in the leg.
Yeah.
Luckily, it missed all his nerves, and he had to
What,
get
the arrow
airlifted out.
actually
Went
went-
into his leg.
That's pretty
And
that's pretty hard.
And he said he thought it was a deer, so we were coming up with a name. It took us a while, and then we thought, oh, Deerbow.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Quite-
tremendous.
quite
Not a great
fitting
story
name.
for me, though.
Initially, it was going to be man shot in leg, but we thought that wouldn't really work. So.
No.
That could be your debut album.
Yeah, man shot in leg,
Right.
but no.
Do you
deer.
still have a scar? Is it like,
Not really, no. It's kind of faded over time, actually.
sure, but the memory hasn't.
No, the memory has not. But it's turned into a good thing ultimately, so
Yeah.
I can't
You should
be
get a
too annoyed.
tattoo, like a Deerbow tattoo, in the exact place he got shot.
Yeah, maybe I should.
That's a good idea.
That'd be cool, yeah.
Well, that's a pretty cool name for like a reason behind a name. Most people just feel like, oh, we think it's cool,
Yeah.
but that's wicked.
To be fair, talking about the name, and then about, Deerbow, you said, about the first album name. We're going to call it, is it Like an Animal?
Yeah, like an animal.
yeah.
It's deer
Yeah.
like an animal, bow
Yeah.
like bow and arrow.
That's how
I
we
like
introduce
it.
our name.
Yeah.
So people remember it. And
a
Like
lot
an
of
Animal.
people
don't know how to
Good-
spell
good
it.
name for a rock album, you know?
It is. That's
Yeah.
100%. Please do that.
Yeah.
Definitely do that. Right.
Yeah.
So, how do you sound? What would you describe yourself as? Like sound wise, who you like? Are you like anyone? Are you completely unique?
I think we're...
Like-
I do.
something
I would
new.
say that we're quite unique. It's a big mix. Well, I strive for all our songs for it to be very different. Every single song that we do, you know, it's all gonna, you know, kind of sound like us because it's the same for guys. But
Sure.
we're more like rocky, grungy kind of thing. But I wouldn't really nail a genre on the head. I don't think.
Sure.
Luckily, I strive for all our songs to sound exactly the same, so we sort of balance each other out.
Nice. There's definitely tinges of Arctic Monkeys, but I would say like you guys are like a heavier version, if that makes sense.
I think fundamentally, you know, Tim and I at least sort of came together for our like love and similar music taste. I mean, we started on Metallica together in year 9.
Sure.
And Arctic Monkeys was actually one that we sort of moved on to. I was obsessed with them for a very long time, and I just wanted to be Alex Turner. And then when I realised that I couldn't quite do that, I sort of settled on being myself. But it was
That's good.
It was that journey there
Yeah.
that really led me to that.
Yeah, they're good inspiration. You know, they're just like young guys just trying to just like write good songs. You know.
Yeah.
And the early stuff is probably the stuff we strive for right now.
Sure.
But eventually we'll do like, you know,
Jazz.
Tranquility Base. And
Yeah. Yeah.
You have very raw
You have to
sound.
warm it up. You know?
yeah.
Yeah, you got to get there. You can't just jump into that.
No, exactly.
That makes sense. So basically, who are your kind of inspirations musically?
Well, for me, I'm like primarily a drummer. You know, I don't do any songwriting, so all my influences are drummers.
Yeah.
And yeah, like Abe Cunningham from Deftones, John, whatever his second name is, from System of a Down, and Foo Fighters. Taylor Hawkins.
Taylor Hawkins.
Taylor Hawkins. Yeah, Foo Fighters drummer. I mean, mainly his energy and stage presence, but
Sure.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say for me, my biggest influence is Muse, Matt Bellamy. I think he's fantastic, and I can really draw a lot from him. You know, and I think that's shown in our music, right? We've all got very different tastes, and it makes all our songs sound very different. a lot of variation.
Yeah, we're more interested in like the sort of lyrical side, like the Libertines, and he loves Bob Dylan. We both love the Beatles, you know. So it's like we pride ourselves on everyone kind of being their own person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you need that in a band, don't you? Otherwise, you're just like covering another
boring.
band.
Yeah,
It's boring,
it just works really well. You know, we got like heavy songs and then with really good lyrics and music, like musically really good like verses or bridges and whatever. And then we keep that heaviness. And, and we definitely show it in our appearance on stage and the energy we bring. If you had it on mute, you would think we're like a heavy grungy band. But
Yeah,
then you get
100%.
that kind of a bigger picture when you hear our lyrics, and especially in the songs we have out on Spotify, you can actually hear the lyrics. Yeah. So like when you're at a show, you just hear like, okay, nice melody, but I can't really hear it. You know what I mean?
He's yabbering.
Yeah, and so it's like you get a really good picture when you hear our songs like fully recorded.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think that's way too common these days when you see certainly live footage, but other bands like, okay, that's quite interesting, but it's very, very monotone in terms of the song structure or the lyrics or whatever. And it's just kind of like they're going heavy, but it's like there's no melody, there's no actual structure, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to ever go anywhere, do you know what I mean?
No.
Like with you guys, I think you've nailed
One
it.
problem I've got with a lot of today, especially more metal, I love old school metal, but nowadays it's not very musical anymore, I would say.
Even like in rock, you know, I mean, you look at who's sort of coming up now. You look at like the Molotovs, you know, they're just trying to be the Jam again, and you know, and you look at their crowds and it's full of 50-year-old men because 50-year-old men love the Jam.
Sure.
Whereas you know they started off at all these like youth explosion things, and then fundamentally the youth are not exploding over them. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I
they're
just
not
think,
really. I feel like a band has a duty to kind of make progress to the music industry, and they aren't at all.
I wouldn't say they're a beacon for the youth either.
No.
That's the Molotovs hate over though.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've heard that Matt's a nice lad. So you know.
Yeah.
But that seems to be quite prevalent today, that you've got bands, relatively new bands coming out, and you know they're obviously clearly inspired by the bands they listen to, but there seems to be a disconnect between that and the crowd. So they're not necessarily embraced by even their peers, you know, people the same age, as you said, like they're playing to people like 20, 30 years older than them because they hark back to 1984 or something, you know?
I mean, it's hard to like try and create your own thing, as well as, you know, you got to stick for your influences, you know, because that's what makes the band. But you know, it's really hard to make something sounding fresh, you know, when it does feel like there's a lot, like almost maybe too much music out there, you know. But yeah, it's quite hard to keep everything fresh.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's a trick. I mean, most bands can't. Like, hence why you've been in the music industry for like 30 years, and you start just keep producing the same stuff because you know very few people can. So yeah, you've played 3 songs for us today. Do you want to talk about the first song you played for us? The name, what it's about?
Yeah,
Baby.
That's New Leaf. It's quite a new one, I would say.
They're all pretty new to everyone.
Yeah, well, I suppose in terms of like when we wrote it, it's I don't know. Do you want to know what it's about? I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Expand.
It's like I sort of tried to like create a character in my mind of like this guy who's like he's got problems, but he's like kind of just putting them on other people. Like the chorus, like "Mama, why can't you control it?" It's like "Mum, why can't you control this?" You know, it's not on him. Why isn't she helping him? And you know, there's probably some like of my influence in that. You know, how I probably go about the world. But I really wanted to create this feeling of like, you know, it's not me. I'm all fine, but my life's not going well. Why can you not fix it?
Sure. It is my favourite song of ours, definitely. And
Well,
I think they're all listeners are in for a treat.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's listen to it now.
Yeah.
This is the Idea Dimension. This is Deerbow. Okay, so who would you say, if you've seen a band live recently, who's blown your socks off? Who's have you seen that you thought, my God, they're doing something amazing? Have you seen anyone?
Geese.
Geese, 100%.
I don't know them. Okay.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, you're missing out. I've got to be so honest. You're missing out. We went.
Okay.
They're obsessed with geese.
We flew out.
Too obsessed.
We flew out to Paris. So we saw them in Paris first, then we saw them in London, and we saw them in Paris at the Bataclan, and we flew out on the whole trip because we were there for a few days. The whole trip, we were like, "Oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be good. You know, it's going to be amazing." And it gets the day of the gig, and we're queuing all day. We get front and center of the barricade, and it was genuinely like an eye-opening religious experience. We were stood there in silence, not once looking away from old Cameron Winter up on stage. He's a
Bless his
giant
soul.
of a man. He's like 6'4".
Well,
And he's very imposing, and he really knows just how to command a stage without really doing too much. And just everyone around us were like just encapsulated.
who do
by
they
the
sound
music.
like? Literally,
They sound like
never-
nothing else you've ever
Okay.
heard. It is staggering what they're doing with music. I genuinely think they're the best thing just to come out of the world ever.
Damn.
Okay. Do you
Damn.
guys not
I mean-
agree?
I mean,
or-
I think
listen
I think Chicken World is the best thing to come out of the world. I do like it a lot, but no, I've never given them a go. I never given Geese a go. I mean, I'm quite not like closed-minded, but I know what I'm like, and for me, I find an artist I like, and I go for their whole discography. Like I'll listen to every album by them, and I'll be set on them for like a year because I prefer completing an artist rather than knowing loads.
100%. But it's
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
know
good
what
in
you
a
mean.
way that, you know, and it goes back to what we were saying about influences.
Yeah.
That, you know, you don't necessarily listen to, obviously, you know, he's really into Wunderhorse, I'm really into Wunderhorse. You know, he likes Wunderhorse quite a bit, but we showed you that Wunderhorse song, you were like, well, it's not really for me. But, you know, we still
yeah.
listen to a lot of Wunderhorse. We listen to a lot of Geese. And I think
Yeah.
recently I've been very inspired by Geese in the new songs that haven't, you know, come into fruition yet, guys. But, you know, the fact that you don't listen to it, like, you know, is what makes the sound more unique and why we don't just sound like a Geese cover band.
Yeah, I totally
yeah,
agree.
that makes sense. I'm gonna have to check them out. Literally.
Oh, you got to. They're amazing.
Okay,
They're
interesting.
great. I back that. They're great. You guys got me into them, so
Okay, so Geese is one. Any others?
Super Heaven, which are like
Okay, I don't know them either.
I don't really know what they call themselves. I think kind of rock, and then they fit into the bit of the new metal scene a bit. They're just heavy. I went to their show in Kentish Forum at the O2 there. Oh my gosh, like amazing show. I was on my own completely, and man, the crowd was unreal, and their energy was insane. It really influenced how I drum, because their songs aren't complicated. They're just really good, and yeah, the energy was mad, and yeah, I want to see them again. Shame that I wouldn't say they're massive, so they wouldn't be in the UK as much as I would like. But yeah,
Cool.
unreal
Okay,
band.
I'll have to check
Unreal.
them out as well.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's talk about the second song you performed for us today.
Yeah, that's Dinner at the Joneses, to be fair. That one's coming out soon. Just
Okay,
recorded
where will
it.
it be available? All the usual
It'll be
places?
literally everywhere. We're on. I think we're on Deezer. We're on Spotify. We're not on SoundCloud. Please don't look us up on SoundCloud.
Apple Music.
Apple Music,
Probably YouTube Music, all
YouTube
that.
YouTube
Music,
Music,
yeah.
iHeartRadio streaming, literally everywhere. So, but it'll be out. When did we say 20 something?
I think the last Friday of June.
Yeah, the last Friday of June.
Yeah.
It's being mixed by our very own Sam.
Yeah.
He's just in that.
Our,
room.
can't
our
see it,
producer
but
for
it's
today as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the
So by the
producer.
time this comes out, hopefully it'll be, you know,
Probably
kind of
around the time.
Round about the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I think Dinner at the Joneses. That's my first song that I wrote the drum part to. Of
Yeah.
Yeah,
this
Yeah.
band.
We
yeah.
auditioned him because we lost our old drummer. He went off to uni.
Yeah, he didn't die. Like that.
Yeah,
lost-
yeah.
We lost him.
We just
It's dead,
lost
it's just dead to you.
Yeah, he just went missing.
Lost him en route.
And part of our audition, which we didn't really plan, but we were like, oh, well, we'd created this song. And we were like, oh, well, we'll show it to him. You know, if he can't write a part, then we obviously don't want him in our band. And pretty much what you hear is what he came up with on that day.
Cool.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
And I'm so happy that it got a special place in my heart. That song, it's really good, and big build, and the end of it. I mean, I'll let you guys in on a secret. I completely nicked that drum part from Kings of Leon. Use somebody.
I do like that song.
Like, it's a really good song, and I love the drum part. It's very weird, but from the drop of Dinner at the Joneses to the bridge to the end, I claim it's my part, but
Maybe we'll have to put them as well as
who knows?
songwriter.
Every music's influenced by
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll just have to get rid of him from the band.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah,
You've always
fair
got
enough.
to rip off something at some point, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, at least he bats me.
Yeah, so divided band. But okay, let's listen to that.
Yeah, enjoy.
This is the Idea Dimension. This is Deerbow.
Dinner at the Joneses is such a family affair. Seasons change unnoticed while I was never really there. Oh, I let it slip away. Oh, I never really cared. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dinner at the Joneses is such a family ordeal. You drink and laugh and chatter while I just stare at my last meal. Oh, I let it slip away. Oh, I wish that you would tell me how you wanted me to stay. Oh, I let it slip away. Oh, I wish that you could tell me how you wanted me to stay. One more night, look, the fire still warm. All the places you've been, all the people you'll see. Well, if you stay one more night, look, the fire still warm.
Right. We've done one more song today. Do you want to quickly talk about that before I forget? Yeah, the name and the story behind that. Because this one, I've heard this quite a few times with you guys playing it. I really like this. Well, I like all of them, but I really like this. But it doesn't have as much vocals. Is that fair to say? Or-
It's different So, I mean, this song, I went through this big period where I didn't write anything for a while because I was, when we started the band, writing basically a song every week that I wouldn't even necessarily take to the band. Some of them I did and will never be heard. But
Don't mind.
this song came after a period where I really hadn't written a lot as of recent, and I was really, really like stressing, trying to find something to write about. And you know, I think mental health is a big thing, and it's really you know, I think it really needs to be talked about more. As much as it's talked about, I don't think it's talked about enough. And so I was like, well, let me try and write a song about, like, you know, my own journey with it. And
Sure.
I mean, my first thought when I had that idea was like, well, who wants to hear about that? But, you know, I thought I might as well get the song out there even if I don't take it to the band. And I just found that making it more experimental almost detached myself from the music, or else I'd just get a bit too in my head about what I was writing about. I don't typically like exactly writing about myself, just because I find it a bit dull. Who wants to hear about me? I sit home and play guitar all day. So, you know, but in this case, I really felt like I had to tap into like a lot of like my history and my past. And so I just, for example, the second verse, dead bird with spread wings, did anybody see it fall from flight? I do this spoken word thing that I've taken from bands that I really like Black Country New Road do a lot of things like that. I mean, even Geese, who we talked about, do a lot of things like that. So I just thought, if I do something weird here, you know, almost funny in the practice room, but quite impactful on stage, then it detaches me and subsequently these guys from the song.
Sure.
But it encapsulates a listener more so.
And I found the whole energy of it at the end is huge.
Yeah.
And the fact that our choruses in it are in 6/8, not
Yeah,
not
we
3/4.
messed it up. He wrote it in like 6/8, and then we started writing it in like normal like 4/4.
Yeah, but we started doing the verses, and I'm like, well, this is a 4/4 beat.
Yeah.
And then,
And so we got to the chorus, and it was like, well, what's happening here? A pure accident. We like changed.
But then we were just able to play it. It's not like, I've lost my creativity. You know what I'll do? I'll just whack in a timing change.
It's just stupid.
But it just blends in.
Yeah, we managed to
You know?
write it quite like easily, you know.
Yeah,
Like, we
literally-
never have that
it's not for
in
the sake
any
of
our
it at all.
songs, you know.
Yeah, normally it takes us maybe a practice or two. This one was like literally
Instant.
Yeah, at the end of a practice, we were just
Yeah.
like, well, I've got this new song, I'll show it to you guys, and then
Cool.
we just kind of came out with
Sometimes that happens. You know?
it. Yeah, straight away.
Cool. Well, let's listen to it now.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Idea Dimension, this is Deerbow.
Sat by the railway tracks, I watched the pebbles trickle by. I closed my eyes the final time and let the darkness come to pass. The clock starts to tick. The leaves begin their fall. I won't find no rising sun here anymore. When I think of all the promises I hold within my heart, while my feeling starts to falter, and I won't know where to start. Oh, won't you hold me close? Nights that I'll stand. dead bird spread wings. Did anybody see it fall from flight? And I'll hold my hand to the candle's flame and hope it keeps me warm every night. The clock starts to tick, the leaves begin their fall. I won't find no rising sun here anymore. When I think of all the promises I hold within my heart, well, my feelings, they've all faltered, and I won't know where to start. Oh, won't you hold me close? The dogs be banging.
You guys are a new band. Like, what's it like navigating like the live music industry at the moment with bands, small venues like closing down? Just no one's got any money, no one's really getting paid from streaming, all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
Does it just make it even harder than it was like 10, 15
it's
years
hard.
ago?
I mean, obviously we've never like lived through doing gigs.
Yeah.
You know, back in the prime days. But yeah, it's hard. It's quite hard to sort of break a mold. You need to have like a certain status, if that's like, followers or streams or whatever. But there are, because we're so like small to a certain degree, it's a lot of people. There's one place we go in, the Rebel Inn, it's called. And they just gave us a chance, and we've actually built a really good relationship with them, and we really get on with them. We love playing at them.
Oh, they're great. Yeah.
And so that's the only like problem is you've got to just be given a chance.
Yeah.
You've also
Yeah.
got to be content creators. I mean,
Yeah.
we're going to clip this to hell. So
Yeah.
Sure.
Right, yeah. We
Just tag me in.
yeah, just trying to get all the likes and whatnot. And it's, I was about to say it's draining, but I don't actually do any of it. It's those two. But,
Yeah, we got like a workload where me and
Yeah.
Ben, we're on like content.
Yeah, we do videos.
And then Tim and JJ are like the
try to get us all the gigs pretty much.
say promoters or like or
we're the resident
With the visionaries.
Clowns.
like songwriters
song
and like
dance men.
Yeah.
You have to be like good at like 5 or 6 different things these days, don't you? You have to be.
But I do think it's unfair to say that bands of the past were not master marketers.
True.
I think that the thing that is quite misconstrued often nowadays is what I just complained about being content creators. Obviously, it's quite different now because you've got to look at a camera and be like, "Hi guys, we're Deerbow, we're playing this gig, and here's some flashy effects." You've got to do that now. But back in even like the 2000s, you're pumping out music videos. You're having to pitch yourself to labels. You're having to knock on the doors of radio jockeys, having found their addresses, and be like, "Listen, play my music and just be relentless with that. It's not that it's harder now, it's that it's shifted.
It's just different.
Yeah.
I think the great difficulty is in these small venues, because we like playing free gigs because we find it easier to get an audience for free gigs. But it is genuinely, we get emails from promoters all the time saying like, even if you sell 50 tickets each, we only make, as a promoter, £100 over the night. Obviously not including drinks, but to run like a business is completely unaffordable now. And so it's changed in terms of like how you promote yourself, certainly, but it's not any harder or really that much more difficult. But in terms of the venue circumstance, it is a lot harder, and it really has changed for the worse.
Yeah, like we kind of when I joined, I suppose we started on like open mic nights, and you had that Amersham Arms did was that a previous contact, like kind of one of those show promoters.
That's something to be
More
careful
like
for,
Yeah, and kind of it seems like you whenever I go on our feed of the Deerbow Band Instagram feed, you find out
DeerbowBandInstagram.com.
Right, I mean,
Deer like the
I
animal.
don't know why I shout it out, because this clip will be on our Instagram.
And our TikTok at Deerbow Band.
It'll be on our Instagram too. TikTok, anyway,
Sure. Unless it gets reposted by someone else.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. But yeah. In terms of like shows, you'll find a lot of bands will literally play. Like you see, there's one band. Oh, we're playing the Amersham Arms tonight, and then this other band. Oh, we're playing the Engine Rooms tonight. And I'm like, oh, they're all shows that we've done, and it's kind of like these independent venues are actually owned by an agency that has like 5 different venues. You kind of need to get in with them, or get in with multiple. And then they have like these clauses of like, you can't play a show in London 20 days before or after, and you're like, I won't.
And then you do.
And then you do.
Yeah.
And then you do, but
They'd have to know that.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
of these
So they're
contracts
gonna
are
know now.
ridiculous.
yeah, I know.
Basically, you just have to do the footwork. You just have to be everywhere, play to everyone, and
But like, boo-hoo, we have to play at different
exactly.
venues. You know what I mean?
True,
Like, it's not that bad at all.
I mean, we're not going to take like a 2-week break because we're like some contract said we have to. Like we want to play
No, that'd
whatever
be
we
silly.
can.
No, we'll break whatever contracts we want.
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
Clean this one.
So you've got stuff online. You talked about like a debut album. Do you have a sort of time scale for releasing an album?
We're hoping to release an EP.
Definitely this year.
In a couple months,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah, and maybe the end of summer.
And then sometime next year, hopefully, we'll be in a good position where we're happy to drop an album.
Yeah.
But we don't really have a concrete plan for if and when we're going to record.
But it's important to have a name. Like dropping that many songs, we need to have a good name for ourselves.
Yeah,
We've got like 12 songs now, you know what I mean? And we've got 2 out on Spotify. 3, maybe, depending on when you're listening to this.
Yeah.
Sure.
If it's 10 years in the future, you might have 74.
Hopefully more than 3.
10 years in the future, if we've still got 3 songs out.
Yeah, then it's like you need to up the pace.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Definitely.
So do you have any live gigs coming up in the next couple of months, like throughout the summer?
We do. Not that I would be able to tell you about it. So let me hand you over to my colleague here, Tim.
I can't name any off the top of my head.
We've got
actually.
one.
We got the Putnam Beer Festival.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we've got the Putnam Beer Festival coming up in Putnam at the Good Intent, which we actually got our first proper gig at,
Yeah,
to
we
be
did.
fair. And we've played this beer festival.
When is that?
27th of June.
27th.
Oh, quite soon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
quite
is
soon.
quite soon. That shocks
So
me.
that is our next gig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll probably be our next gig.
And then we're going to do loads of open mic nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, just follow us on this Instagram that you're watching this clip on right now. And
Well, in essence,
And I Dimension Podcast. Do follow
yeah,
them.
and Powerhouse Studios
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
Studios
we'll all
Powerhouse.
tag each other. So just keep an eye.
Yeah,
eye
just
on
watch
what you
watch
do.
the socials. We probably do Ram Jam in Kingston.
Yeah.
A lot more.
Whereabouts in Kingston?
Ram Jam Records.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's
Yeah, I know them.
it's attached to a little pub. We've done it. We've got a little Polaroid on there. So if you want a piece of Deerbow merch early before we release our T-shirts, that will be coming relatively soon.
That
you can
makes
snatch it off the
You
wall.
can
It's just above the
snatch-
men's toilet.
Yeah, signed
Wow.
by Barney Hennessy himself.
Yeah. But I had donated blood that afternoon. So my hand is so shaky, and the autograph looks like my nan writing me a Christmas card. But yeah, you can hopefully find it.
And do you have merch coming out? Like,
Well, I've certainly mentioned it a lot in the past month,
Same
but
with me.
hopefully by our next big proper gig, which will be in what are we in now, June, late July probably, we should have 4 T-shirts with multiple copies of each T-shirt designed by each member of the band.
That's cool.
In a completely different style, completely different way. If we don't, then I'm really sorry and I've just lied to you.
That is the plan.
But if we do,
Yeah.
then this clip will be used at the start of our announcement for that merch.
Nice.
So keep your eyes out for this clip.
And I'll repost it as well, because I do like a good bit of merch. So many bands, I think, even fairly well-established bands these days seem to have shit merch.
Oh, on it, yeah, it'd be like the logo on a black T-shirt,
Yeah.
and it'd be like the worst black T-shirt I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's always like
great,
really, really
like
cheap
the arms
stuff.
going out like that. Yeah, great.
Yeah, so
Gonna
I'm
wear that in
hoping
bed.
that your merch is going to be good.
Well,
I
it'll
suspect
be
it will.
unique because we're all, none of us are, we're artists in terms of making music, but
We're not
I
artistes,
wouldn't
no.
say we're very artistic.
The thing is, it'll be to kind of break the mold in a way. It'd be good to do like merch like that in a more like collector's items that are very like limited.
Yeah, like 100 of each. or
Yeah,
something.
that applied
Yeah.
to the show, the venue we're playing at.
Yeah,
Even like
Yeah, that's cool.
less than 100 of each.
Yeah,
like 10,
10 of each.
10
Even
of
no matter
each.
how famous we get, just keep
Yeah.
it 10 of each.
10 of
Something
each.
like that.
Give it out for free to just random
Exactly.
people at the
Get one of
gig.
them like T-shirt guns.
Also, we haven't nailed
That'd
down
be
like
cool.
a logo for our band or like when you see like bands build on like a festival, they've got like a very specific thing. We don't have that, so it'll be unique. It'll be exclusive as well. Which
True, yeah.
So thank you very much, guys. You've been brilliant today. I've enjoyed listening to you playing in the studio.
Thank you for having us.
People that are interested, want to find out more about what you're going to do in the future and all that sort of thing, where can they follow you? Where can they find you?
We're Deerbow Band at Instagram.com. We're Deerbow Band at TikTok.com. On Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, and elsewhere, we are Deerbow Band. And we're also on SoundCloud sometimes.
That's not true. We're Deerbow on Spotify.
We're not doing a band
And
because they
Apple.
know we're a band.
Oh,
Oh,
dearie me.
unlucky, mate.
My Instagram is Deerbow Band. I use it every day. And I believe our drummer has something to say.
Barney Drums is an
He
Instagram
does.
account that I run. Well, I don't run it. It's me. And you'll be able to find.
Is that on
mean-
Instagram?
Yeah, and TikTok, but I don't really post on it because if I open that app, it's game over for me. I'll just be on it. Yeah. Like I do like covers of my playlist, and then I do covers of like I've got a lot of Deerbow songs that I've done a cover and drum kind of. I always set up a camera and when I do a show like a drum perspective, so more of like a that side of the band.
Cool.
That the content is on that account. Yeah. But that's all really.
Follow I Dimension podcast.
True.
Follow
Yeah.
them.
Thank you very much.
And Deerbow Band.
Okay.
Yeah,
mate.
don't forget Deerbow.
Yeah, but
You go,
it's
Lord.
all about the Deerbow. I think for the future you should have someone to come on stage and fire some sort of.
No,
bows
I
into
give
the
me
crowd.
PTSD.
Yeah. He'll start shaking.
I start crying. You have to get airlifted, mate.
Why did
Right.
you just stay like that?
Little fingers.
Yeah.